Okay, so I finally got all of my boxes of Greenery back, and as you can see, it is everywhere. I have 7 boxes that they packed. And then they also took, like, this box has a lot of my doilies and beads and things like that. There was one box they weren't able to clean, which was my cotton, which was what I figured they probably wouldn't be able to. And then they just stuck like all of the greenery and baskets and faux florals, wicker things, with fabric that they took to clean. But they did a pretty good job of keeping it separated. Like, I think these 2 boxes are going to be the stuff that goes on top of my kitchen cabinet. So me and Rowdy are going to start separating this into different piles of greenery. I think this one has like most of my picks and garlands and things that I want to put back, mostly in my hutch and places like that. I've already decorated it, but we got to add all the greenery to it. So that's what we're going to work on today. And I'm going to give you some ideas and ways that you can style greenery in your home. So we are starting in my hutch, and I am going to be adding a lot of greenery back, but also just my fabric pieces and things that they took to clean as well after our grease fire. They took all of our faux greenery and my doilies and everything like that to a company so that they could clean them. So I'm thankful to have all these back, and I have been waiting to put them back in my hutch and bring you some ideas of ways you can style greenery and doily and things like that in your home, just to kind of brighten up a space, because I do decorate with a lot of neutrals. I think greenery is very important to add to those spaces, and I really hope that you get some ideas of ways you could style it in your own home.
I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson, cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever, and I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I love to add things with a lot of different textures, and that is one reason I love greenery, because you can just get so many different textures and looks in spaces just by adding different faux florals. I also love to add doilies, like I've shared before, and it just really helps to soften up a space. You're going to see me add several of those throughout my hutch, and then little sprigs of greenery on every shelf that I can.
Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever, and I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me want.
Little buffalo check sprigs that I put in here with this greenery I got from Hobby Lobby. They were actually in the Christmas line, but I think they look perfect with all of my Rae Dunn pieces.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you.
I know that I have shared my hutch decor several times, but if there's an item that you would like to know where it came from, you can leave me a comment down below, but just know that most of the items that are not already done, I have found secondhand at antique and thrift stores.
You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let.
Another reason that I love adding greenery to my decor is it just gives it some texture and dimension. As you can see, a lot of my decor is very neutral. I do not like to add a lot of color unless I'm decorating for a specific holiday or season. And I do have a few touches in my kitchen that have blues and soft pinks, especially in my coffee bar area, and I will pull that color through other areas of my home. I do have some red things in my kitchen as well, but for the most part I stick to a lot of whites, tans, ivory, brown, and black, and that's just what I enjoy in my home. But green is a color that I actually really like, and I think just adding greenery is the perfect way to add a little bit of color without it taking away from my neutral decor. So if you don't decorate with greenery, I recommend just trying it. You definitely don't have to decorate with as much as I do. I know that I put a lot out there, but that's just what I like in my home. But just add a little greenery candle ring or a little greenery sprig or a vine greenery ball to a space, and I promise you it makes all the difference.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, you're the rose in a garden.
Doilies are also another perfect way to add texture to a space. A lot of the doilies I have found at thrift or antique stores. I have been gifted a few from family and friends, but I love a doily and they are just so sweet to me, and I add them many places throughout my home, and it just gives a place that soft feeling. And another thing I recommend trying if you don't have some around your home already.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me.
This bean pot is a fairly new thrifted treasure, but I love how it looks in this space. I just have it styled on top of a book and it's sitting in a little basket. And then I picked up this real flowy greenery sprig from Hobby Lobby. I would love to find more like this because I just love how it looks. Gonna add a little doily and another little succulent plant also from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm also going to add to my galvanized pitcher over here. So I am adding a touch of greenery to all these spaces, but as you can tell, they are all different colors, textures, and size. And so you can add greenery of different sorts in one area. And I just think that gives that area character. And like I said, you know I'm all about adding greenery anywhere and everywhere I can.
Amazed at the depth of your love. Hallelujah. Love has made a way. Hallelujah. Forever I give thanks.
Now we are going to the top of my hutch, and sadly the pieces that I had on top of these tall candlesticks, one broke completely, the vase broke, and then the other one, whenever they pulled the florals out of it, I just don't think I can repair it. So I did keep the foliage. I'm going to try to find a new place for it, but I just replaced what I had up here with some of these like gray vine balls that I thrifted, and then I did place a little like greenery vine ball on the other candle holder, and then popped this back into this ironstone piece. So just adding little touches of greenery up here, and I do have this big gather sign that has a greenery wreath on there, and I really like the greenery that pulls. Adding a few doilies, and then I'm also adding this foliage back to my gravy boat. I like the colors of it. They were from the fall time at Hobby Lobby, but I think it just flows with all of my decor. And then I'm also going to add another little greenery garland strand back in this picture that I have up here as well.
I can feel there is somebody here, and he's watching over me tonight as he takes away my fears, lets me know there's a heaven up there. Yeah, he's reaching out his hand to me to wash away my tears. Oh, I know you, and I praise you. Got my arms open for your love. Oh, I want to be near you. I hear angels from up above. They sing hallelujah.
I absolutely love the top of my hutch. It's one of my favorite places in my whole home that I decorate. And then I also found this little greenery piece that I forgot I had in this piece in my hutch, so I'm going to add that back, and then we're going to just quickly put back my little dish towel ladder in my kitchen, and I'm just going to add a little greenery wreath and doily to it.
Yeah, he gives me strength to carry on, and always lets me know that I'm fine just the way he made me. Every perfect imperfection is all because of him. Oh, I know you, and I praise you. Got my arms open for your love.
I am going to quickly add these white flowers back to this large pottery piece that I have. This is the only spot in my living room that we're working on today, because we are going to be decorating my mantle and hearth in here very soon, as well as adding some spring touches throughout.
They sing hallelujah. They sing hallelujah.
The last places that we're going to add some greenery today is just to this little stool beside my hutch. I love these greenery pieces. I have several of them that I use throughout my home. And then I'm also going to pop this little greenery piece back into this vase in our extra bathroom. I just like to keep a little something in this corner just to give it a little bit of decorations. And then I'm going to give you another overview of everything that we decorated today, all the areas that we added greenery, which was mostly in my kitchen hutch, and just see what a difference it makes. If you saw my kitchen hutch decorate with me when I put all these things back in there, I told you that I just could tell that something was missing without my greenery in here, because it just makes such a difference to me and such a statement, and I just love it. I feel like it just gives that area life and character, and so I highly recommend adding greenery throughout your home if it's not something that you do already. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. We're going to be decorating some more. I have lots of spring decorating videos coming, and lots of fun videos coming throughout the rest of March and April. I would love for you to subscribe if you're new, and I will see you then, friends. Bye.
They sing hallelujah.